So explain to me what you're doing here with the drill press.
I'm drilling holes in through these two pieces of metal.
Called chain drilling.
Chain drilling. Thank you, Walt, for the correct.
That's Walt, my new apprentice. That's Stax. He's
his apprentice.
He's the one learning from Walt.
Yeah, so basically we're drilling straight through both plates of metal. We started off with eighth inch holes, right? And now we're drilling 1/4 inch holes through. Each time that we go through, we're looking for somewhere around this length of spool to come out.
Okay.
And if it gets the smoke and hit it with the PV blaster, make sure you get it in the hole. That helps penetrate deep and helps cool down the drill.
Mm-hmm. What about the alignment of the drill?
You got to make sure it's centered. If it's not centered, it'll give you...
What are you looking for to make sure that it's centered? Whenever you're bringing the drill up and down.
That it doesn't kick
right
either direction.
That it doesn't kick forward and back or left or right.
Yeah. You got to...
Minimizes run out.
Yeah. After each drill, just make sure you file down the back side.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure there's no bores and make sure that it doesn't rock or lift.
And by bores, you mean burrs.
Burrs, yeah.
Okay,
that's
what,
the color coming out.
And you got 2 clamps. Why 2 clamps?
Because
you need to hold the plate flat so it doesn't unbalance and the run out doesn't get all messed up and tweaked.
Okay. Drill that one. And Walt, what's this called? How he's drilling? Up, clearing the chips like a woodpecker clears the
drilling.
Peck drilling. Good job.
It was right there. I kept thinking B.
What about the drill bits? They don't look as long as other drill bits.
They're thicker and shorter, so they don't wobble and have a run out on them.
Okay.
Through straighter.
Did you buy them that way?
No, you made them.
All right. Now we'll clear the chips.
The cleaning process.
Stax, go ahead and hold it up. Let us see how many holes you guys have done. So Walt, you did what? How did you get to this point? How did you get to it from flat plate stock?
Well, you had the template, which someone threw away.
Okay.
That was laid on here. I went through and center punched all the holes.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back with an 1/8 inch bit and, well, no, I used an 1/8 inch
stub drill
to drill a starting hole for all the 1/8 inch regular bits and drilled straight through both plates. And I went back and used the 1/8 inch bit again through all the other ones. And then the next step we'll use a 3/8 bent bit on the outside holes to cut the material away.
Okay.
So it's less to file and grind.
And then what? And then you'll just file and grind the outer shape?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on, Stax. You cleaned off the table at this point? Mm-hmm. Why'd you clean the table?
To make sure there's no debris under the plate when I put it down so that it doesn't rock or uncenter itself.
Okay.
During the drill.
And now what are you prepping to do on the...
To file the back side.
Why?
So that there's no burrs.
Good.
On the back side and it doesn't unlevel itself.
Now we're going to teach Stax that you only use a file one way, cutting forward instead of pulling it back and forth and ruining my files.
I was not told of this.
Something you don't think of all the time. You just kind of know.
No, I figured it was.
Did you clean off the burrs off the table that you're dragging with the metal? Did you clean off the back of the metal now again? Okay. And that is how we chain drill. So for all you guys out there that think that you can't make something, we've got a drill press. You can do it with a hand drill. Just make your holes smaller and closer together. Take it easy. Hey, Walt, explain tramming the drill press so that you get good holes for chain drilling.
Well, you need to find a dial indicator that fits inside your chuck. And make sure you sweep from side to side, starting with left to right, to make sure the table is within 1/1000th of an inch level around from left to right, sweeping from side to side. After you get that within 1/1000th of an inch, you can sweep from front to back. You might also have to adjust your table accordingly.
What he means is putting shims in the rotation joint here.
By tramming it, you're able to minimize the run out that you get with the unlevelness of the table, but you'll always still have a couple thousandths of an inch with your run out of your chuck and drill
Spindle.
spindle. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
And what about RPMs and feed pressure and stuff like that?
Your speed to feed ratio should be pretty much matched to the thickness of the material that you're drilling through with the size of the bit and hole that you're also drilling.
Okay. And anything else you guys want to add?
That's all I can think of.
I don't know about you.
Take your time and make sure you understand what you're doing. Ask questions if you need help.
And Walt, why are you so concerned about chain drilling?
For someone that doesn't have money to buy major tools, you're able to create something for yourself with just stuff you have laying around your shop or your house.
What are you making with chain drilling?
I'm able to make bike parts, build my own bike.
Cool. All right, what project you got going on?
This is a rocker for a Springer front end.
Cool.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it was.
All right, so now you guys have got all these holes drilled. You're ready to move on. What are you going to do next? So you guys did have, what, a 1/4 inch bit in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now you're
So we're
going
from
to,
a 1/4 to a 3/8, just drilling the outer further holes.
and why is that?
It'll cut down on material. If we cut on these inside ones, it'll cut away too much material. We won't be able to form the part we need.
Okay,
By cutting on the outside ones, it's taking more material out, less filing and cutting down.
there you go. So Walt, help Stacks, since you're teaching him.
Open it up more. Other way. Yeah.
Now, Stacks, are we correct in you've pretty much have never used a drill press?
Yeah, I haven't.
So this is your first time actually learning how to do stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
So, hold on, you're gonna have to bring that down. This is where you have to start cutting with the height of the material.
Now, what are you gauging on?
You gotta
Well-
find where the bits.
Oh, that's good for the bit.
No, it's not. You have to find where the bit stops.
Did it chip the bit?
No.
Okay.
Where the bit stops cutting, which is right here, you can see a faint line.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make sure that'll make it through all the material. Otherwise, you're not going to cut properly.
Okay. And it should be long enough to cut properly?
Judging by it, it is. So, let's see if we can get this up in there. Go ahead, tighten it down.
So what happened there? Stacks didn't tighten it, or?
I think I loosened it by moving
Ah.
it, trying to find the line where it stops the cut.
Gotcha.
I think we'll just be long enough.
Okay.
So, we're going to tighten this down. Our stop on the other side, if you want to come around.
Okay.
Our stop so the drill bit stops at the proper height and doesn't cut too far through, but is far enough to break through both our plates.
Okay.
Is set.
So it's set perfect on the stop then?
Yep.
Okay.
So it'll come through and just come through the bottom of our material.
Okay. What about centered in the hole there?
We're off center, so we have to loosen the table.
Well, not really, because the bit still goes through that opening.
Centering's nicer though.
Yeah, but we'll leave it be. It's all set up already.
All right. So let's do a test run.
And what are you doing a test run for?
To make sure we got proper cutting and cutting width and depth.
And what else?
We have to make sure we have the proper speed and feed ratio
Why is that?
so the material doesn't clog up the bit and it doesn't overheat.
Okay. Why don't we, I see you centering on that one. Why don't we go with that one instead?
Okay.
That way you have full, the bit's full encompassed by metal. That way you're not pulling it off the side or anything.
No, it's too far. There we go.
Okay. No. So are you using, what side of the hammer were you just using?
The rubber side,
Why?
so it doesn't affect the metal, but still taps far enough to get our alignment.
Okay. And remember, this is for garage guys, so all the guys out there saying you should have T-clamp or clamps in the T-slots and everything like that. We know guys should have clamps for the drill press. You know, they may not have T-slot clamps. So,
Right now, our speed ratio is about 600 RPMs. We're gonna lube up the bit.
and what are you listening for?
Chatter in the bit or through the spindle for the material. Chatter's not good.
So let's try and take the RPMs down first. Okay. Let's try and take them up then.
About 750 RPM. About 960. Almost 1100 RPM. About 1170.
There you go. Did that go all the way through?
Yeah. No, it's not gonna have enough cutting. We're missing it by barely. The cutting depth in there.
Yeah, we can file that.
So
Yep. Okay, let's see. All right. Good enough.